fitness company, and she's going to share us about something I find truly miraculous because I've baked way too many cookies and to give out to my neighbors. So, Jill, I'm going to give it to you.
Thank you. I'm going to pull up the presentation. Start the show.
Goodness. Disgustingly good shape.
Okay. Let's do this. So I want to talk to you today about eating during the holidays and really during every situation. But I know a lot of you are very new to me. So I want to tell you a little bit of background about me. So I was not always a personal trainer. I wasn't always a nutrition coach. I actually have an MBA. I'm a former VP of Finance and Accounting. I spent my time traveling both ways, 2 hours down to New York City for years, and being a mom and all that stuff. I also studied abroad twice, once in high school as a 17-year-old and once in college. And what I found in the tough times in my life is that I'm a stress eater. I'm an emotional eater. I socially eat in order to not talk. I'm an introvert. So if I'm at a party, I will eat and stuff my face instead of talking to people. I eat when I'm nervous. I eat when I want to reward myself. But that was me of the past. And I think that once I hit my 30s, once I settled into motherhood, which also made me eat more and eat more junk, I finally found myself. So this decade has definitely been my best decade. In 2012, I left the corporate world. Actually, not 2012, 2016. I left the corporate world and became a group fitness instructor, personal trainer, nutrition coach. And in March, I was actually teaching 10 classes a week at 3 different gyms, and they all shut down. And so, like all of you guys, I made that pivot. I took my personal training, my fitness instructing, my nutrition coaching, my mentoring, all virtual. And so I've been doing this all virtual now. I love Spartan racing. I became a bikini competitor, and I really love helping people get back in control of their fitness and nutrition and find that groove and find the love and passion for feeling good about themselves, which I do believe starts with movement and eating well. So this is the difference between having no plan when it comes to nutrition and a solid plan. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but I can see the pain in my eyes on the picture on the left. This was when my youngest one was born. And so the span of this is about 7 years. And I was very sad and upset about where I was. All of the stress eating, all of the life changes that happened when I became a mom, commuting to New York City, feeling out of control after a major back injury that changed my life, going from an athlete all the time, kind of, you know how you can balance out your eating when you're doing a lot of exercise as, you know, a young adult. Growing up, I played 3 sports in high school and 2 in college. And I don't think I realized that my nutrition played such a large part until I stopped doing so much exercise and had a full-time job and became a mom. There's a lot to say for making a plan for your nutrition and trying your best to follow it and falling a little short versus being willy-nilly and doing whatever you want and getting no results and starting this vicious cycle where you feel bad about yourself, eat more, and continue that cycle. It's not only tough for us on our bodies, but it's so mentally tough to get out of. So there's also a concept that I like to talk to my clients about where we're trying to diet too hard. And you might know what I'm talking about. If you constantly feel like you're starting a diet and then falling off, feeling like you're failing, and then always doing that cycle again, that's what I'm talking about. It's very tough on our mental state. And I consider it kind of like a tennis match, right? And so basically, when you're doing this, you're hitting that diet ball so hard and and then because you're trying so hard to restrict yourself and diet, when you rebound just as hard. So it's like this tennis match where you really can't even slow down the momentum of the ball. It's just going so hard back and forth. So what I try to do is I try to help my clients not be perfect at nutrition, but come more towards the net and make it much more like a ping pong game where we're doing pretty well and then we're having a little bit of indulgence, a little bit, and we're going back and forth so that we're not making these major swings. So when it comes to the holidays, what I like to teach my clients is the eat more sure model. And so basically, what it means is that you get to eat what you want, but you need to earn it. So I'm going to take you through this model. And we talked about it before Thanksgiving, we talk about it at every holiday. And you can basically take this with you anywhere. So basically, when we walk into someone's house on a holiday, what we're going to do is we're going to start with water, right? We're not going to reach for that glass of wine first. We need to earn that. So we're going to start with water because it gives us a chance to fill our bodies, to hydrate ourselves before we dehydrate ourselves, and to give our minds a chance to just settle, right? We see all the foods, we get excited. We need time to settle the mind back down. We want to start with vegetables because they're going to do the least damage. So whether you're at a party and you're eating appetizers or you're making your plate at Thanksgiving or Christmas or any other holiday party, we want to make sure that you're loading up on vegetables. We want to fill up your body and give yourself that peace of mind that you're not starving, especially if you starved yourself all day knowing you were going to eat and binge later, which is not the way to go either. The next thing is to find a protein, right? Protein fills us and it sustains our energy. The next thing is that fun carb, right? Or that alcohol, that drink, the dessert, the carbs at your meal. Go ahead and have some of those, enough to enjoy the taste, but not to go overboard. Then you have to evaluate. Do I want more of something? Sure, you can always have more as long as you follow this cycle again. So, starting again with water, vegetables, protein, and then having that thing that's the treat for you, it's going to help you slow down the process, slow down the binging, have the foods that you love, but in moderation. So this model should help you out. If you try and you fail, I have something to help you. I have a 5-day Kickstart Cleanse that I start after every single holiday. My clients love it before they go on vacations, when they come back from vacations, or when they feel that they've fallen off track. I created a 5-day cleanse. It's really just healthy, nutritious food. If you can see all the different colors, it's got a ton of nutrients. Carbs are allowed, chocolate is allowed. It's lots of water, and it's going to teach you a lot about healthy eating. And most of my clients tend to lose about 3 to 7 pounds on average in the 5 days. There's information about it at my website. I would say do your research, see if it's right for you, and ask questions. And just to show you a client who I am very proud of, you might know him, Mr. Rick Gabrielli messaged me this weekend, excited to tell me about his 18-pound weight loss since we started to work together. We are so excited. I'm very excited for him, and he was very excited to share his results since we started working mostly on just movement, extra movement, and nutrition, being conscious. Not depriving, but just feeling good and comfortable about what we're eating, making good choices. And so we've set his next goal for 215 pounds. So another 10 pounds. That was a challenge. He said 220 by Valentine's Day, and I challenged him and I pushed him a little bit to go for that 215 mark. And so we are going to try our hardest. We've added some more intense workouts, a challenge for him. And so I'm really excited to see where he can go. And so if you're ready to make some kind of change for yourself, I hope that you'll take the information that you heard today with you this week as you go through this week and New Year's Eve. I think that if you have goals, don't binge between now and the new year, because you're basically setting yourself farther back from that starting line. And you're not going to feel as good going into the new year if you're feeling bloated, overweight, and upset with yourself for making the decisions you did. So enjoy your favorites in moderation and keep your eyes on the prize. So thank you, everybody. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Oh, there's Rick. I didn't even see you were on.